I did a video in which I asked people to name one city that BLM destroyed. Because the narrative is that BLM destroyed all of these cities during the 2020 protests. And I said, well, name one that was destroyed. Not a block, not a section. Give me one city that was destroyed. Newsflash, no cities were destroyed. That's why I asked. But this person here says, Minneapolis completely destroyed by BLM. Really? That would be news to people in Minneapolis.
The perfect day in Minneapolis, Minnesota in 30 seconds. Start your morning off right with a cup of coffee and pastry from Penny's Coffee, then head over to the Stone Arch Bridge for an amazing view of the city. Next, check out the cutest plant shop in Northeast and then head over to the adorable Minneapolis Farmers Market. Grab a healthy lunch at Brim in Uptown and then spend your afternoon outside enjoying Lake Bede Makaska. Next, check out the Minnesota Sculpture Garden to see over 40 outdoor works of art. And finally, for dinner, stop at Sanju-san for the cutest cocktails and delicious Japanese Italian cuisine.
Update on the current status of Minneapolis after Tim Walz ruined it. They're doing road construction. They're taking our tax dollars and they're improving the roads. When will this stop?
I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's very city-esque, almost like New York. Hello. I didn't think it would be like this. I always just thought it was a really hard place to spell. Check this out. Gay 90s. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's a bar. World famous. Jaywalking allowed in Minneapolis? What about jay running? Minneapolis is known for Vikings, and personally, if I was a resident of Minneapolis, I would start a soda company and name it Minnesota. Obviously, I would spell the soda part as soda. Nobody stole that idea.
The story of Minneapolis is coming to every community across the United States of America if we promote Kamala Harris to President of the United States.
J.D. Vance was in town this week in Minneapolis, and he repeated a misleading narrative of a deteriorating city.
A lot of people feel like it's easier to move out of Minneapolis than to build a life here.
That's false. Minneapolis' population has actually grown since the 2020 pandemic and the George Floyd murder, from 430,000 to 434,000. In fact, the number of people moving in and moving out has not changed since about 2016. So the myth of Minneapolis and people fleeing is just that. It's a myth.
I don't know. Somebody's going to have to explain to me how people are moving to a city that was completely destroyed and how J.D. Vance during the campaign was able to visit a city that was completely destroyed.